everyone, welcome to our quick tutorial on drawing the face. So you want to make sure you have your nice oval or egg shape and you want your vertical line straight down the middle and you want to have your horizontal lines. Okay, so right at the halfway mark, you want to have one about a third down for the hairline. This will be for your eyes. Then you want half of that for your nose, and then this is for the mouth. Okay. So what you want to start off, as I put in the actual lecture, is the mouth. The mouth is going to rest on this line here. Now remember the slides where it has triangular. If you're starting out, that would be a good place to start. Now remember, you want to also maybe start putting the eye marking so you can actually have the width of the mouth. And obviously it's going to depend on the shape that you want. Okay, now she doesn't have to have the mouth open, it could be closed. Or you can just have it slightly open. It's up to you. Okay, so you're going to have the lips. And sometimes you can go a little for a more dramatic look. You can go a little wider than what I'm going to do the eyes. Just a little bit. Make it a little bit more dramatic. So you want to start off with the lips, and next you want to do the nose. Okay, so you're going to do the nose, and I think I have my line just a little too high. Now that I look at it, it's a little too high. Now the nose is difficult for some people, so what you want to do is really work on just this plain shape. So use this vertical line and think of like this is a circle and there's another circle here, another circle here. But if you really are starting out and you're having a difficult time, just start off by having the nostrils, just the top of the nostrils, just this bottom part, and then you can give this just to start off. See, just a very subtle, okay, just very subtle. And then you're going to do your eyes. Now some people just like to do this. They have a harder time with the bridge of the nose, so you can start playing with it and practicing, but just to start off, this is actually enough for just a front view. And what I recommend when you start doing, it's hard to do with a hard line, I really recommend you use the blender for that, and I'll show you in just a few minutes on that. It's a little bit harder, that's why I recommend drawing some noses and practice a little bit, but it is harder, it just looks a little harsher, and I think when you have a blender, you know, see how it's easier to get that bridge. It's just easier to get the nose going, so I recommend the blender. Now the eye. So there's different approaches for the eye, and you don't want to go it straight across like horizontal. It actually slants up a little bit. So, and some people like to do the iris first. I personally like to do the shape of the eye first. So you want an almond shape. Okay. I think I made that a little too pointy. So you want kind of an almond shape. I'll draw one. So what you want to do, and in fact I'm going to, before I continue, I'll draw a big one so you can see. So again, how you start off is going to depend on, and I'm going to try actually a thicker one so you can see. So I'm going to draw one eye. So again, I prefer to do the shape first. What I do is, there's the eye, and then wherever the top of that circle is, that's where the eyelid's going to go. And then you have your pupils. And then you want to show life reflecting off it. So you want to show that white. And then what I like to do, this is what I personally like, not everyone does this, but I like to show depth in the eye. So I do all the little lines like this. Okay. And then I like to give her eyeliner. Then you're going to give her eyelashes. Now they fan out and they kind of curl up, they go straighter and get smaller as you go in. You can just give her a couple on the edges there. Okay. You can line her eye, the inside. And then you can give her, you know, like a smoky eye. You can shadow. Give her like a nice smoky eye. Now, eyebrows. You need that diagonal line because the eyebrows are going to start right here. And it's going to depend on what shape you want. And in the lecture, you have quite a few shapes you can look at. And I like to do strokes to imitate hair. But that's, you know, that's my preference. And some people like to make it a little thicker, and other people like to make it a little thinner. Entirely up to you. Okay? And of course, this you would erase. This is just a guideline to help you. So the way you want to get eyes is you just want to keep practicing. You know, practice different shapes, different techniques. I mean, you can get some practice and you can really get them done really, really fast. See, really fast. More round, more oval. There's just different things that you can do. And then start filling it in. Okay, so there's different techniques. Play with the one that works for you. It's going to vary, and that's okay. Okay, so we're going to do the eye. I'm just going to do one for the sake of time. make this a little too big. Okay. And eyebrow. And always do strokes in the direction the hair is growing in. Okay, I'll give you a more realistic view. And hairline. So, oh, ears, sorry. And you want your ears. Now, the ears are going to be the tip of the ears are going to be in that line with the eye. So this is where the top of the ears. Now, how much detail you want is up to you, honestly, when you're starting out. Just having an ear is enough. It will be important to know where the piercing would be when you have, let's say, like an earring. Okay, but you can start off with a little bit of detail like that. That's a good to start. And then once you do sideways and other views, then you can start giving more detail, like in the picture I gave you, but that's actually enough. And as you start giving shadow, because our last lecture was on shading, right? So you're going to add some shadow. And this is where your blending tips. Again, I'm using the one that I made, the cheapy one, just so you could see that works really well. And then you can start giving a little bit of depth. You know, you could do the little cheekbones. You can do that. But the main part is giving some detail, and then the hairline. So you want the hairline. So let's say you had a center part. It crowns the face to nothing. You can almost do like a sweetheart, crowns the face to nothing, like that. Now, it's going to depend on the hairstyle, but you want for hair, just like I said in the lecture, where the hair bends is where you want shine. So you want the strokes to go from where the part is. So like this is the center part. So this is where the hair is bending. So I'm going to leave it white, and then but I'm just going to start the strokes from here. And see, that's going to be shine reflecting off the hair. And then same thing here, bending a little bit, starting from the part. When you do that, see how you show that you're showing the part where the hair is parted, and then again okay. And then if she has like a bun in the back. Okay, so you have your eye, you have your hairline, and you have your lips. I think your chin's just a little too big here. I think I dipped down just a little bit. Yeah, that would have been better. Okay, so work on the eye, work on the nose, the lips, work on different shapes. For the lip, you can always, again, have it parted. And one thing that gives the lips a nice look is to shade it and give it some gloss. And just leave like a wide oval like this. And just go around it. And that makes it look like she has glossy lips. See? Like it's light reflecting off it. So that's a good way to show gloss, by the way. It's a nice little trick. You can line her lips to make them look a little bigger. See? So that's a good way of doing that. All right? So this is drawing the face and some hair and some facial features, and just practice, practice, practice. All right? All right. Thanks for listening.